What is the peculiarity of this Indus Valley civilization? In very short term, I can say that civilization was almost as advanced as today's civilization, except technology. Say for example, whatever data we obtained from Harappa, that is there on bank of river Ravi in Punjab, present day Pakistan. So from Harappa, then from Mohenjo-daro, then from Lothal. Lothal is there in present India in Gujarat state. Then Dholvira in Gujarat state, run of Kutch, there is city that is Dholvira, and various other cities. That the cities were well planned cities. They were having different segments. Say for example, administrative area was separately built, and common man or local people, they were staying at some different areas. In Dholvira, Dholvira is there in Ran of Kutch in India, Gujarat, where water harvesting system was there. Actually, it is in Ran of Kutch. Ran means what? The area where we are having two contradictory conditions. In summer season, now I am discussing this all in present day. So in present day, in summer season, we have dry climate, arid climate is there. You can compare that with almost desert. There is a white desert. That means salt is spread all over the desert, and color appears to be white. Whereas second part, that is in rainy season, this place is marshy place. So this type of places are there where very good water harvesting system is observed in Dholvira. Even Dholvira city is divided into 3 layers. Administrative area is separate, and people staying, these areas are also separated out. What is the common thing? That many these cities, the construction they were using, that is baked bricks. That means we have to heat brick after formation. Whereas in Egypt, in Mesopotamia means present Iraq and surrounding territory, or rather I should say territory between river Euphrates and Tigris. Then Mesopotamian culture, even some cultures presently excavated in area of Turkey. In old days it was called as Asia Minor or Anatolia. From that, whatever excavation sites they are showing, they are using stone as building material. Whereas in Indus Valley civilization, we are using here baked bricks along with raw bricks. In Hindi we are calling it as baked brick means pakka bricks, and here raw, that is kacha. So those who are not aware of Hindi, for them, because in books these words are used. So raw bricks were also in use. Depending on the requirement, they used raw or baked bricks. Stones were also in use. It is not that they were not using stone at all. They were using stones. But apart from that, they were using bricks. That is the important characteristics. Now, whatever remains are found, from that only we can guess out. We found various seals. I am having doubt whether these seals were used as coins. But in book it is not mentioned. So various seals were used. Now these seals are having inverted image. When we are pressing out a mark is actually real image, whereas on seal it is in inverted format. These seals, they are having some script also, a style or type of hieroglyphic script. That means a picture are used as symbol, and this pictorial script is there. Again, I am not sure that whether this script is really used by only people of Harappa or Indus Valley civilization for communication, or maybe possible these seals were used for export purpose. And then they are depicted out objects in form of pictures. Maybe possible that is also there, because the languages used today also. Suppose I am using here English, but it is not necessary that everybody of us, they are able to follow English. So maybe possible I want to give some message, then pictorial message is more useful rather than in script if I am giving. So same thing is there, but here we are getting certain script on these seals, then various images, particularly about animals and whatever they observe. Say for example, one seal is showing image of a man sitting under a peepal tree and animals are there surrounding. This resembles Pashupatinath in present day. We don't know whether they were really following our present Hindu religion, but some ideas in book it is mentioned that some ideas must have borrowed from them by present community, not by that community from our community, from our community by reverse way. Now here we are having various seals. They are having certain objects. Various objects or animals are found in that particular seal. Then at Lothal, Lothal is there in Gujarat, near Gulf of Khambat, that is English we are pronouncing as Kambai. So near Gulf of Kambai, this Lothal site is there, where we are having dock. We got complete dock at that place. That means we were aware about navigation. Then certain seals showing ship, they are also found over there. Similar seals, so whatever we got seals in Indus Valley, some similar seals we got in Syria and Bahrain. If you are able to observe map, then all right. I am giving you just rough idea. This is Persian Gulf. This is Africa part. Whereas here we are having these cities like Bahrain, then Syria is here somewhere. So whereas Indus Valley side, they are here. Here we will get Harappa, here somewhere we will get Mohenjo-daro, here we will get Dholvira, here we will get Lothal. So like that sites are there. So trade was going on. Now say on map this distance is less, but practically this distance is more. And so the trade was going on. This finding of seal shows that Indus Valley civilization, the sites, they were having connection with Syria and Bahrain. So in history we are talking of the places where we can get only evidences, or we are talking of only those places where we are getting evidences. But practically speaking, maybe possible everybody will not keep each and every evidence, but whatever evidences are showing us, that shows that we were having in contact with these people. Now, can we guess something about their life? Answer, to some extent, because that script we are not able to read yet. We are calling it as deciphering of the script. That means we have to decode the script. We are not able to read out that script yet. Many scholars have attempted, but nobody is able to get this script clearly. More than 400 different letters or symbols are used, and therefore we are not able to decipher it yet exactly. We have doubt that how this script is read. For example, like present day in English, we are writing from left to right. In Devanagari also we are writing from left to right. So whether this script is written from left to right as present day we are writing, or many old scripts they are writing from right to left also. Like Urdu we are saying, or Arabic language, Persian, Kharoshtri. These scripts are written from right to left. So whether this script is read from right to left. Whereas certain doubts are also there, whether this script is something like that. We have to go from left to right, then next line right to left, again left to right, again right to left. So like that, we don't know. So the only thing I can say that ancient Indians were using a script, because this civilization disappeared somewhere 5,000 years ago. And that's why we can say that surely before 5,000 years in India script was there. Why I am saying? Because when we are discussing about latter parts in history, we are discussing this way that Indians were not aware of script. Script was introduced in India by Armenian people, and like that theories are there. So for that purpose we have evidences that scripts are there. Our ancestors were using that script, but unfortunate is to say that we are not able to read that script today. Now second thing, so we are not able to get certain ideas, but society, we can get some ideas about this society. Say for example, we got huge public bath in Mohenjo-daro. Again, every house, whatever remains, we are finding out that every house is accompanied by a small bathroom inside the house. Whereas in some buildings they were 2-story or even 3-story heighted. They were also having bathroom on second and third floor also. That indicate that people were using water to great extent. Bathing was important concept in their society. Then again important thing is there that along with this public bath we got certain huge granaries also. That means these cities were perfectly urbanized and they were collecting out that grains from surrounding area. So agriculturally developed area must be there beside the city. Suppose I am talking about Mumbai. Mumbai is huge city, but it is not, we can say, producing whatever required for its own. Say for example, vegetables are coming from nearby areas. They are not developed in Mumbai area. They are taken from nearby areas. Then milk from surrounding vast area. Even water supply for Mumbai, that is coming from outside Mumbai. Say Mumbai is having reservoirs, but they are not sufficient. And so in nearby districts, say Thane district is there, Palghar district is there, from that water is taken to Mumbai. So like that things are there in present day. In old days also, when big cities are there, they must have dependence on agricultural surrounding area. And so we can discuss about agricultural thing. Now when grains are there, usually by some reason they get burned out, then they can preserve for longer period. Here we got samples of various grains in burnt out situation, and therefore we have now knowledge that they were using rice, predominantly they were using wheat, then barley. These crops were there. That means our ancestors or the people, those who are staying in this area, they were using this type of crops. Then city was well planned. Prominence was given to drainage system. Underground or covered drainage system was developed. Say, again I am comparing with Mumbai only. because in modern days Mumbai was developed by Britishers. Until 1860, Mumbai was not having drainage system properly developed. After that, they started developing out this drainage system and all that. But in Mohenjo-daro, the city destroyed 5,000 years ago, it was having well developed drainage system. The drainage, that gutters were covered by stones or enclosed system was there. Then roads were broad enough. At a time, 2 bullock carts can pass out easily. They were intercepting each other in 90 degrees. So this is another peculiarity of these cities. Many cities were not having fortification wall. Certain administrative area was having citadel wall. But fortification wall throughout the city, fortification wall was not there. Apparently, it is there that this civilization was ruling over vast part of India. Like that we can consider it was an empire only, and that's why these cities were deep inside the empire and therefore they were not having fortification wall, but certain watchtowers were observed. Again, they used different metals. Gold was known for them, beads were there, then even copper, brass, that was used. But no evidence of iron or steel is found in this area. Reason you have to search, I don't know. But no evidence of this iron or steel is found in this area. Religion of these people, we don't know. But most probably, they were worshipping out nature and certain concepts. Say for example, we got certain conical shaped stones that resemble Shiva Linga in modern days are found over there. But still, in those days also government was not ready to accept that as Hinduism, or the researchers were not accepting this as Hinduism, and today this all territory is there in Pakistan and therefore they are also not ready to accept it as Hinduism. So we can at the most say that earlier forms of Hinduism must have developed from this culture. But we don't have idea. But people tree was considered as sacred tree in this territory. Pashupatinath, like that idol is found over there. Then a statue of bronze is found over there, that is of dancer, that is identified as a dancer. One statue, we got that. Then another mysterious statue is there because many people are claiming different way about this statue. So for example, this statue is having eyes, they are not fully open and fully closed. So people are saying that that is a condition of meditation. Usually in meditation, we are focusing either on this spot, this is called as Kutastha Chaitanya, or in English we are calling this as the Christ eye, this position. Or many times meditation is carried out by focusing on your tip of nose. This statue resembles that eyes are focusing on tip of nose. So whether that statue belonging to meditating monk, or if statue is there that must be belong to king, we are not getting idea. But clothing style we can check out from that statue, because well designed cloth is there on his body. Cotton was known for these people and use of cotton is found over there. Regarding funeral system, certain structures where funeral system is carried out, the person is buried inside, like that funerals we are getting. Not all, because the population was much more. They are calculating approximately 30 to 35,000 population must have lived in this city. But we are not getting that quantity of skeletons. But certain skeletons we are able to discover. Now here we are having concept that most probably they were having funeral system like present day only. but certain people, they must have buried out their bodies, or maybe possible travelers, those who have visited from abroad, they may have the condition like that, and therefore their funeral after death, suppose that merchant died in Mohenjo-daro or Harappa, then their funeral is carried out in this way. We are having well organized structure. Say, by looking at this city, there must be some municipal corporation to maintain out this drainage system, watering system and all that. Apparently it is there. Regarding king, or whether this was kingship or democratic state, we don't have any idea about this. Now here, the condition I can conclude in this way, that cities were well developed before 5000 years ago. Around 5000 years ago, these cities were destroyed out. Question is that why and how these cities destroyed? Again, we are not getting any satisfactory answer that why these cities destroyed. What is the reason behind that these cities destroyed? Even in certain cities, we are getting evidences that these cities are first abandoned. People denied to stay there, and later some different people used and settled over there. Certain, for example, in Harappa, in latter phase, we are getting something. The people, those stayed there in latter phase, many people constructed their houses on road, and debris is found on road only. That means in latter phase, maybe possible initially these cities were abandoned, then some people must have stayed there, they also left out these cities. What is the reason that these cities were abandoned? We don't know. Maybe possible some political situation, political condition must be there, or severe drought condition may be there. Some natural calamities, say these cities are there in plain of North India. This is western part of India, where rivers are having origin in Himalaya. Sindhu river, Satluj river, these rivers are coming from Himalayan regions, where maybe possible cloudburst, landslide and things are happening out that will cause a flood-like situation. So because of landslide, certain natural walls are created in the riverbed. Water started accumulating at back and pressure increases, and ultimately that natural dam wall breaks out, and then water started coming with very high speed, and flood situation is there, because once we crossing out Himalaya region here, then there is exact plain area. Because of that, river beds are also changed out. Not always, but in 1000 years you may have got chance that okay, river bed is changed. So like that situations must have changed out local people to settle out in somewhere other parts of India, and these cities were abandoned. It is difficult to say that all cities faced same natural calamities at a time, because we are getting these evidences in Maharashtra till Daimabad, from Daimabad to Afghanistan. Widespread cities are found, and we can't say that all cities destroyed because of only single natural calamity. Flood may be local, not everywhere having influence. Even certain people are saying these cities destroyed because of that is called as Brahmastra in Mahabharata, because according to Hindu condition, Mahabharata war ended out somewhere 5000 years ago, and there they used Brahmastra. Because of that, Brahmastra means they are comparing with today's nuclear weapon. But it is again difficult for me to believe that nuclear bomb was used by people, those who are using bullock carts and all these things, because we are not getting any evidence of high class technology over there. In order to make nuclear weapon with our present knowledge, high class technology is required. And we are not getting that evidences that electricity was there or the high class technology was there. But still, we are believing that some calamity, natural calamities were there, or some reason. Even certain scientists says that because of Aryan invaders, these cities lost out. But it is very difficult to believe because these cities lost out 5,000 years ago, whereas Aryan invasion was not at that time. Aryan invaders, if at all they arrived in India, then they arrived somewhere 3,000 years ago and not 5,000 years ago. And therefore, exact reason is not known. Only thing is that Indian history doubled out. Western historians were calling this history as history of 2,500 years ago, Indian history, that we can extend out till at least 5,000 years ago. And now they are saying that before 5,000 years ago this city is destroyed. That means they have developed somewhere 500 years ago. That means total today from calculated 5,500 years ago these cities must have started developing. So Indian history we can stretch out back in this region. This is the thing about Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Rest of the things you can check out again. I am giving you here some guideline that my another channel is there having name Maharashtra Bharat. Type out Maharashtra and Bharat without space bar. You can go to that channel where recordings of Dholvira city, they are there. So you can check out Dholvira recordings over there. Photographs and certain recordings are kept over there. Apart from that, you will get various sites where whatever the findings from Mohenjo-daro and Harappa they are there. You can check out that. In Mumbai there is museum, old name Prince of Wales Museum. Today it is called as Chhatrapati Shivaji Vastu Sangrahalaya, that is situated in fort area of Mumbai. If possible, you can visit out that, where you are getting a separate chamber where all these things obtained from Indus Valley civilizations are preserved and kept. You can check out that personally to increase your knowledge. So here I am giving just brief idea about this civilization. You have to get more details from NCERT books as well as various other websites available. I can't take name here, but websites are available on internet. You can check out and you can get more knowledge. As per our consideration, you have to appear for a test. So first question of this test, you have to just write down answer. I am marking a city here, say this dot, and I am marking with one number. You have to find the name of this city. So first thing, you have to write down the name of this city. Here I am mentioning out, it is there in Gujarat. A second city that is also in Gujarat, you have to mark this city and write down its name. So these two questions you have to go from this map. Third question, you have to name city where a dockyard is found. We are getting evidence of dockyard. You have to name that city. So where dockyard is found. Fourth, you have to name city where public bath is found. Where public bath is found, you have to name that city. Fifth one, you have to give statement. So I am giving you statement, you have to give whether it is true or false. First statement, people of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were not using copper and bronze at all. First statement, people of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were not using copper and bronze at all. A second statement, we didn't get any tools made up of steel in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. We have to mark whether statement is true or false. Alright, I am revising. First statement, people of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were not using copper or bronze at all. And second statement, any tool made up of iron or steel is not found in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Go by answer. City number 1, it is there near Gulf of Khambat. So this is Lothal. Second city we are discussing here, it is in Ran of Kutch, that is having name as Dholavira. So first answer is Lothal, second answer is Dholavira. Third thing, a city where dockyard is found, that is again Lothal. Here we are getting dock. The fourth, that public bath is found in which city? Answer is Mohenjo-daro in Sindh territory here. Next, the first statement, people of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, they were not using copper and bronze at all. This statement is false because we are aware that they were using copper, and even one idol in bronze is discovered from that site. So they were aware of what is bronze and what is copper, because bronze is ultimately alloy of copper and zinc, copper and tin. So they were using that. The next, that is first statement, that is false. Second statement, we didn't get any tools made up of steel in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. This is true. So fact is fact, we are not recovered out any tool made up of steel. Any reason will be there, but still we don't get that tool. So these 5 questions are there. You have to check out. Say last question, we have to mark full if both options are right. If anyone is wrong, then you have to give entire wrong. This is called as CTFS. Consider the following type questions. Okay. So here, last question you have to mark this way. If both options are correct, then full mark. If any one is correct or both are false, both are not correct, then 0 mark. Now here, if you are scoring 3 marks or 3+ marks, then all right. Otherwise, we have to revise all this lecture again.